This video is brought to you by Battlezoo Ancestry's Dragons, the book that lets you play as a dragon. Written by Pathfinder veteran Mark Seifter, this book adds over 45 new dragon playable ancestries to Pathfinder 2nd Edition. Order now at battlezoo.com. Hey everybody, today I have for you a first look at Knights of Lastwall for Pathfinder 2nd Edition. Two quick notes before I get too deep into this. First, I should let you know that I was provided a copy of this book by Paizo, and second, I don't want this video to be confused with a full review. So let me say upfront that although I've read through the book, I have not yet had an opportunity to see all of its contents played out on the game table, and what follows is intended to give you an idea of the book's contents and will not present my opinion of its value as you might expect from a full and proper review. Knights of Lastwall is 130 pages from cover to cover and has a cover price of $39.99, but as of this recording, the Paizo website is selling it for $34.99, and the PDF version may also be purchased online for $24.99. Knights of Lastwall is the latest in Paizo's Lost Omens line of campaign setting books. Is divided into 4 chapters, the first of which serves as an introduction to the history and culture of the knighthood, how and why the Knights of Lastwall was formed, and what life is like serving in the knighthood today. Their code, their duties, the role of squires, how they're divided into squads, their allies and enemies, and more are covered in these first 18 pages of the book. The second chapter, titled Among the Knights, introduces 2 new major factions, the Shining Sentinels and the Crimson Reclaimers. It also provides information about a number of other minor factions. Essentially, the Shining Sentinels are stalwart defenders, whereas the Crimson Reclaimers are more offensively minded and have a reputation of victory through any means, which gives them a somewhat dubious reputation. This chapter also dives into a number of the knighthood's more prominent members. 11 such characters are chronicled here, each receiving 1 full page describing their history, their role within the knighthood, and the reason for their prominence. The chapter then moves into the many religions practiced within the knighthood, as well as an explanation that the faithless are just as welcome to the order as those practicing a religion. 14 deities are presented here, complete with domains, favored weapons, and other information needed to play a devout follower. Some of these, like Iomedae and Pharasma, are familiar territory that we've seen before, but there are also several new to 2nd edition deities included, as well as several new pantheons. Chapter 3 of the book moves away from the history and culture of the knighthood and into new character options. 8 new backgrounds are presented here, each with its own special connection to the Knights of Lastwall. Following that, the book provides new feats for a few already published archetypes, including a dozen new feats for the Knight Vigilant archetype that's found in the Lost Omens character guide, 8 new feats and a new focus spell for the Knight Reclaimant archetype that's also found in the Lost Omens character guide, 15 new feats for the Lastwall Sentry archetype that's found in the Lost Omens world guide, and a pool of 10 new feats that are added to several existing archetypes like Cavalier and Marshal. The book also provides 22 new class feats. Most classes get some love here, including alchemists, bards, barbarians, champions, clerics, druids, fighters, oracles, sorcerers, swashbucklers, witches, and wizards. This chapter also has 15 pages worth of new gear specially suited to the needs of a noble knight. Tabards, war saddles, parade armor, and more can be found here, as well as special magic items like anointing oil and an 8-horse stable that you can fit in your pocket. And Chapter 3 ends with 5 pages of new spells for Holy Crusaders, including Consecrate Flesh and Forced Mercy. In all, the book provides 19 new spells, including some options for all 4 traditions. The last chapter of the book discusses Knights of Lastwall campaigns. This chapter is divided into 5 parts, each detailing a different area of operation for the Knights. The Gravelands, Eye of Dread, Absalom, the Broken Lands, and the Shining Kingdoms each receive some attention. The Gravelands in particular is detailed over a dozen pages that discusses the geography, people, culture, and inherent dangers of adventuring in this blighted wasteland. So that covers all 4 chapters of Lost Omens Knights of Lastwall, and should give you a pretty good idea of what you can expect to find within the book. Knights of Lastwall is available for pre-order now through Paizo's website and will be released on May 25th. Please let me know in the comments if you have any questions about the book, and as always, thanks for watching, take care, and happy gaming.